Not everyone chooses the light path. There are those, like Ramil, who live in the darkness and choose to plunge deeper into it. During his 6 years as an undercover agent, he infiltrated drug dens, rebel bases, even an international organ trafficking ring. He thought there was nothing left to fear. Until a seemingly small mission leads him to an uncharted village where creatures fear no guns, do not die Eli knives, and may be standing right behind you without you even knowing. Cuts to a series of flashing images, blood spattered on the wall, the sound of nails scraping against wooden boards, red eyes in the middle of the forest, the muffled screams of children. I used to think Aswangs were just legends. A story to scare children to sleep early. But no. When you see shadow crawling on the ceiling with your own eyes, when you see bullets go through it without leaving a wound, you will understand. The scary thing is not death, but surviving after knowing the truth. My name is Ramil and this is my last diary. If you are listening to this, perhaps I am no longer alive to tell the story. The rearview mirror reflects a figure passing near. The forest is dark. 3 men got out of the car, each carrying a gun and a black bracelet. Baryo ng LA Aswang, top secret files never released. I'm not a hero. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a survivor because I know how to sell my soul to the right person. The government hired me. Corporations hired me. But the only thing that keeps me up at night is a village that no one dares to mention. Flashback, a man being dragged into the woods, screaming. A corpse with its eyes wide open, all its organs missing. A shot of Ramil silently peering through binoculars, his hands shaking slightly. I was hired to investigate a missing person case. 3 people, then 5, finally 10. All disappeared near the mountains of BACOLOD. Without trace. None came out alive. Mission assigned, leave a ghost to me. Setting, an underground parking lot. Ramil meets a man in a suit, his face hidden in darkness. Illed, low voice. No name. No coordinates. That village never existed on any government map. Ramil. If it doesn't exist, why would I go there? Because everyone who has entered has never returned. And we need to confirm, is there something eating the people living there? The man throws a photo on the table, a corpse with a twisted neck and teeth marks that don't belong to any animal. The flashing lights go out. I thought nothing could ever make me shudder. Until I saw that photo. Assembly team, Lin with nothing left to lose. Setting, abandoned dump. Ramil calls, and the members appear one, each with a passed bomb. Macias, a sniper who survived the ambush in Marawi, now an adrenaline junkie. Dumbo, an explosives expert who almost died from his own bomb. Kenta, Japanese mercenary, doesn't talk much, but kills without blinking an eye. Each character is introduced in a short flashback, full of blood and battle. Then the group sits around the old map. Ramil, putting his hand on the map, speaking slowly. Not rebels this time. Not drug dealers. Something not in the training. But if we survive, we'll get paid double. The group looks at each other. No one lost. Ramil, narrator. We're not rescue teams. We're not regular soldiers. We're just guys with nothing to lose, willing to walk into the darkness if there's money at the end of the road. There are places where the sunlight does not reach. Not because the trees are so dense, but because they do not want to be found. We arrived at the coordinates marked with dried blood on an old map. No signal. No signal. And no way back. Camera pans slowly. Wind chime made from animal teeth hangs from a tree branch. A drawing made of mud and blood on a rock, an inverted spiral. Need nameless village, silent ritual. Atmosphere, the background noise is muffled, as if listening underwater. The villagers are dressed in shabby clothes, their eyes are lifeless, the children stand in rows, not blinking. The group enters the village. No one comes to greet them. No dogs bark. No voices. Only looks, dozens of empty eyes, as if dead from within. Dumbo murmurs. Laloy, are the kids looking so weird they don't blink? Meishes. If you stay here long enough, you'll turn into a stone statue like them. Close up, child mumbles ancient, meaningless words. She holds a torn doll stuffed with teeth. Yi woman yen black bracelet. Scene, a secluded thatched house, filled with incense smoke. An old woman sits motionless in the middle of a room filled with candles and ashes. Her name is Aling Maying, the only one in the village who speaks as if she's conscious. Her eyes are closed, but she seems to be able to see each person in the group. Aling Maying, voice trembling but clear. Outsiders are not allowed to stay after sunset unless they wear talisman. She opens the wooden box. Inside are black bracelets cast from strange material, cool as metal but soft as leather. Aling Maying. The thing under the ground cannot touch anyone who wears this bracelet. But once you take it off, no god can save you. Ramil in a low voice. Under the ground what? Aling Maying, laughing hoarsely. Not everyone deserves to know, but everyone will meet. Signs, rituals, yin hidden fear. Scene, night falls, the whole village falls silent. The group silently observes the strange rituals. The people do not eat rice, they burn ashes, and inhale the smoke from earthen bowls. The children do not sleep, they stand for hours in front of the black forest, as if waiting for something. A woman kneels in front of a large tree, cuts her hand, and drips blood into the hole. Meishes whispers. I saw the blood seeping into the tree, then it was sucked in. Dumbo. I'm starting to suspect this isn't an intelligence mission, but a sacrificial ritual. Mid-line between Lady Benu reality. Setting, the group's temporary shelter. The wind howls. The black bracelet hanging on the wall vibrates slightly even though no one is touching it. Narrator Ramil. Perhaps we've wandered into a place that doesn't belong to this world. Every step, every breath, it's like we're being watched. And the longer we stay, the more uncertain become whether we're investigating disappearance or becoming part of an ancient ritual. Encounter Ban Ye abandoned garment. Setting, an old woods on the edge of the village. Footsteps, heavy breathing, flickering flashlights. While searching for traces of strange creatures appearing around the barracks, Ramil's group suddenly catches dirty, trembling child with fresh blood on his hands, but not his. Meishes raising his gun. He's no ordinary child. His eyes change color when he looks straight at me. Dumbo. Maybe one of them, young Aswang. Ramil lowering his gun. Wait. Look closely, he's crying. Camera close up, the boy's eyes are red, his ears are pointed, his fangs are sticking out, but he is still breathing like human. Ye truth about Luigi, given mixed health child weight brings hope. Scene, inside the camp. Luigi's hands are tied loosely, but he doesn't fight back. His face is bruised. Luigi, in a low voice. I'm not a monster. Lily's mother is human. Lily's father was an Aswang, but he escaped from their pack. My chest, angry. How can you believe it? We're raising a biological bomb. Dumbo. I agree. Let him live, he'll call the pack. Aling Mayeng suddenly appearing. If you kill him, you'll lose your only chance to understand how to end the curse that's engulfing this village. Camera pans to Luigi, eyes shining. He continues in a voice that is not that of a normal child. Luigi, I know how to get you into the forbidden zone. Where they breed. Where the true heart of the village beats every night. Internal division, kill or save. Scene, extreme tension in the shack. It's raining. Everyone is tired and confused. The group argues fiercely. Some want to take Luigi back as evidence, some want to escape that night, some want to kill the boy to ensure safety. Macias, shouting loudly. We are not child rescue team. He is their kind. Ramil, banging the table. It's a part of the truth that we don't understand. If we shoot it, we might just kill the last key to saving ourselves. The group is silent. In the darkness, someone is listening. Ye traitor ran ye dark. Setting, late at night. Dumbo sneaks out of the shack. He's holding a bag of something and shines a light into the woods. Another figure appears in the woods, looming, gray skin, red eyes, human body but breath wet as blood. Whisper Aswang. If you keep your word, we'll spare your life. Dumbo. Just want to live. They want to be heroes. Closer, Dumbo shows the camp map. The Aswang screeches, then disappears into the mist. Lily Price betrayal. Setting, down. The group is ambushed. The camp is burning. Screams fill the air. Macias takes a hit, falls. They know where we are. Someone brought them here. Ramil screams. Fall back. Guard and he left. In the chows, Luigi wraps himself around Ramil's arm with a black band, pushing him out of reach of an Aswang about to strike. The boy turns, his eyes like an ancient creature's, and leaps into the night, taking all three monsters with him into the forest. Narrator Ramil. Luigi is no longer a child. He is the border between light and darkness, and he chose to fight instead of run away. We lost one man that night. But in return we learned one thing. Not all Aswangs want to kill. But not all humans deserve to live. Ye protective circle broken, ye night, ye the full moon begins. Setting, temporary barracks. The full moon hangs high, its light an unusual red, the whole forest groans with the wind, like the wailing of lost souls. Ramil trembling. Aling Main once warned, if the black bracelet glows it means you've been marked. That night, all the bracelets glowed. Close up, the black bracelet on Ramil's wrist turns red, smoking slightly. The lights in the barracks flicker, then go out completely. Dumbo whispering. They found us, ni. Ye the attack, ye evolution, ye the ghosts. Scene, panic. Flashlights flash, red eyes flash across the forest. The new Aswangs no longer crawl like the previous ones. They move on two legs, extremely fast, humanoid in shape but distorted, soundless. They break through the fence, tear apart the tents, drag each person out like rag dolls. Macias, scratched on the chest, screaming. They're not dead. I shot them. I shot them in the head. Ramil. Shoot them in the eyes. Aim for them in the eyes. Each shot seems to slow them down. Eli beat. Screams, the sound of breaking bones, and eerie screeches echoed throughout the campsite. Eerie appearance among Santino, ye immortal. Space, red mist pours in. A tall figure appears in the smoke, Mang Santino. He is the leader of the Aswang, skin as thick as steel, eyes white, a lipless smile, a smile that does not belong to this world. Dumbo, trembling. That's what the old lady mentioned, the immortal Aswang. Ramil, raising his gun. Nothing is immortal when there are enough bullets. Ramil fires a volley at Mang Santino. Each bullet hits but is deflected as if hitting solid air. No wound. No blood. Mang Santino, deep voice as if echoing from underground. You think the black ring will save you? He raises his hand. A black shockwave threw Ramil into a tree. A kick, Ramil flew away like a sandbag, blood spurting from his mouth. Lara returns, eerie good Aswang's counterfight. Scene, in the midst of despair. From the western forest, a series of howls rang out, not wild Aswangs, but rhythmic, organized. Lara, daughter of Aling Mayeng, appeared. Leading the group were half Aswangs, calm faces, bright eyes, holding axes and silver swords. Lara, shouting loudly. We do not follow the blood of Santino. We choose to stand with humans. The tide of battle turned. The skilled Aswangs charge in, severing monster limbs with silver shining weapons, blades imbued with ancient blood covenants. Lara closed in on Mang Santino. He smiled. Mang Santino, you are the son of a traitor. You think you are different. Lara, I am not different. I choose to be different. She stabs him in the left eye with her sword for the first time. He screams in pain, then retreats. Bloody battlefield, inevitable sacrifice. The battle drags on, blood spills from both sides. Dumbo sacrifices himself, using his body to block Mang Santino's retreat so Lara can deliver the final blow. Dumbo, before dying, looks at Ramil. Remember, tell the mother. I didn't die for money. Lara slashes Mang Santino's chest, pulling out, blackened heart, beating as if it were about to explode. She squeezes it hard. He dissolves into ashes. Dawn Yen needed an unexpected question. Scene, down. The fire burns out. The survivor sits silently beside the ashes. Aling Mayeng bandages Ramil. Ramil, we won. But no one calls it glory. Because after that night, we are no longer the same people. Lara looks into the deep forest. She puts down her sword and walks away without looking back. Ramil, where are you going? Lara, to a place where even the light is afraid to reach. A child with eyes like Luigi, standing far away in the forest, looks at Ramil, then turns away. Disappearance after BA battle, Yiri Iravel without an owner. Scene: the sun has just risen. The village is quiet, the ashes fall like chalk dust. The wind blows, shaking the black clothes hanging on the wooden poles. The bodies are gone, but the smell of death still lingers. The survivors gather up the pieces of their comrades, burying them temporarily at the edge of the forest. No one says anything. No one cries. The pain is so excruciating that they don't even have time to shed tears. Ramil kneels before a piece of wooden plank, the name Dumbo, carved with a knife. Narrator: Ramil sad. There are battles that don't need guns. All that needs is faith. And when that faith is broken, all that remains are the shadows of those who were once heroes. Luigi's last message. Setting: in Ramil's pocket, a black bracelet tightly wrapped with coarse rope. Inside is an old piece of paper, scrawled in a child's hand. Luigi's voice over. Not all monsters choose to kill. There are monsters who choose to die to protect someone like their father. Ramil tightens his grip on the bracelet. In his eyes, a faint light flickers between doubt and loss. Luigi disappeared after that night. No one saw him, or rather no one dared to look for him. But in Eli's heart, that boy was the last person who chose to sacrifice himself to keep this place hopeful. Rejecting glory, survivor doesn't need glory. Setting: the simple intelligence conference room. A man in a suit places a pile of gold on the table. The eradication operation was successful. All traces have been buried. You can retire. Live somewhere cool. Buy your house. Live like normal person. Ramil, looking at the pile of gold, then shaking his head. I am not a normal person, and I do not need gold to continue living with the darkness in my head. He stood up, leaving everything behind. He only brought the old black bracelet. Questions without answers. Scene: Ramil sits in an old truck, driving through the jungle. The rear-view mirror reflects his thoughtful eyes. We kill monsters. We survive. But there is one question that keeps repeating in my head. What is a real monster? The one that crawls on all fours, or the one that smiles in a suit? Temporarily closed, you and the ended. Scene: the jungles of BACOLOD at night. The screen fades to black. Then slowly brightens, the camera moves closer to a rotten tree. A small Aswang child stands in the bushes. Its face is half human, half demon. Its eyes are no longer fierce. There is only sadness and watching. It watches the direction Ramil's car goes, no hissing, no screaming, no hunting. It stood still as if waiting. Every ending is but the beginning of an untold story.